Hello Flosstube, my name is Tamara, and in today's video I wanted to show you the one of my next, and I hope it's going to be finished, projects in the end of the video. And this is the one of my next dolls, half dolls, porcelain dolls. This is going to be this beautiful lady with grapes. As it is autumn and it's grape harvest, I decided that it's time for me to stitch the skirt for this beauty. The original chart, it looks like this, so it's by Giulia Pontiantichi, and the original doll, it looks like this, and she's called Janice. But as you can see, I changed the doll, so I'm using a different doll. And but I'm going to stitch the same motifs here. So the original doll, this one is Janice. This one, the person who is making them from Australia, Marie Findlay, she called her Carol. But while I'm going to stitch, I'm going to think if I'm going to give one of these names or I'm going to give her a different name, because usually I can finish up the doll with a different name, so as the inspiration comes. What are the changes I'm going to do? Because I am going to do some changes. First of all, the materials. So here originally it's indicated to use linen of 36 count from Sotema, the Italian brand. It's a crew, it should be the color. As I have a bigger doll and I probably would need a larger dress, I changed the count. So I was thinking from the very beginning that I'm going to change the count, and I was thinking about changing it for 32nd, the Belfast, or 28th for casual. And I decided first to look in my stash what I have. If I would like something what I have, I would use. If not, I'm going to buy something. And from what I had, recently I stitched my summer humbug from Just None, and I used this one. So this is flax, this is Belfast, the 32nd count, and it's flax. Yes, it's darker than Ecru, but as this lady is grape gatherer, I think it will be great, such a shade of linen for her. And I will try. Maybe I will risk, but I will try, because I want to see what it will happen. If I'm speaking about the threads, so originally here I recommended 3 shades of threads by Romi's Creations, and this is Winter Violet, this is Autumn Corals, and Pompeii Green. I didn't have these threads from the very beginning because I decided that I'm going to look for something what I have for other dolls, you see, like in my stash. When I was looking in the leftovers and even in the threads which I have prepared for the dolls to be stitched, I just I found, because here I have, by the way, the DMC shades, approximate DMC shades, which have to be used here. So I found this olive green and this lavender, but it is Gloriana threads, and they are prepared for Elizabeth doll. I haven't used them, so the skein is new, and I thought that I don't want to spoil the materials for that doll because they're already bought, they're already prepared. And so in the beginning when I looked just here, and here it's just Romi's Creations. They don't give you any alternative of other threads. I didn't, when I bought the chart, I just looked here at the materials, I didn't open it. Now when I was preparing to stitch it, I opened and I made a copy of the chart, and surprise, surprise, inside I found the DMC shades. For example, if you want to stitch it in DMC, it's given. Of course, there is a note saying that if you are going to stitch with DMC, you won't have the same results as stitching with hand-dyed threads. And I just look for these DMC shades to guide myself to see what is there. And apart from DMC, there was given the gentle art colors, and I was super happy because they are not as expensive as how do I say, they're not as expensive. They have, for example, this you know, they're hand dyed and they're beautiful, and I have a shop which delivers me the second day. And I was super happy and I bought them, and there are just 3 shades. So what do I have actually? So for this one, just a sec, I'll show you. So this one is burnt orange, it's 0550. So I am just very satisfied by the thing that the gentle art threads were given here. Then I have moss. You see what difference is between DMC and the gentle art. So I need these threads to be like this because it's going to look more beautiful here. And the lavender one, it's actually sugar plum. Here you are. It's actually, and this one, you see, it comes like darker. So the threads I'm going to use for this stitching are going to be the gentle art. There is not a lot of stitching, quite a little I would say. I hope to deal with it very quickly, or at least quickly, but meanwhile, when I'm going to stitch this project, I'm going to show you some more details. The stitching is done. I didn't show any, how do I say, anything meanwhile, because it was a very quick process. It's just 3 shades of threads and it was stitched like really quickly. And this is the smallest one, so this is going to be the bag which the doll has. So this would be the bag. I decided that I want to do it. I will see how it will go. And the skirt itself, so the motifs on the skirt. So it's like 3 baskets with grapes and 2 pumpkins. So a really autumn design, which I everything was stitched in 2 threads, because in the instruction it was said that the original doll, this one, it was stitched like in 1 thread, but the count was 36. I have the 32nd count, so it's Belfast. In my case it's bigger count because I have a bigger doll. And there was said that if you want, you can change like to stitch in 2 threads, so that your how to say, the result is going to be not better, but it's going to, the colors are going to be more evident, something like this. Okay, the thing is that I decided from the very beginning to stitch in 2 threads because I didn't want to stitch in 1 thread on the 32nd count, and you see, because the fabric is not white, it's not cream, it's darker, it's flax. That's why I decided from the very beginning. And what else? There is a little of back stitches here on these pumpkins, but it's not very evident. And this one is made as a back stitch and some cross stitches. If I'm going to refer to the threads, so this is the leftover, everything was enough. So this is a 5-yard skein, so everything was enough. From the moss, the green one, I have just one. From this one I have 2. I have like only like these cut pieces, and from the sugar plum I have 3. But everything was enough, because when I started stitching and seeing how much of the color it goes, I was afraid that it wouldn't be enough, but it was enough. So that's really great. Now that the skirt is already stitched, everything is stitched, I can go to my next step and I can put everything together to have a ready finished doll. I bought such a styrofoam cone. This is from Hobbycraft, because the previous ones I used to buy on eBay and they were a little bit smaller, but as this is the one of the biggest dolls I have, I decided to buy bigger. And the thing is that this one is just 2 centimeters higher than the previous one, but for me it seems huge. The thing I like here is that this basis, because this one is wide and this is just perfect. But the height, if it's going to be too high, probably I'm going to cut and shape it, because it's styrofoam and it can be shaped easily. So I'm a little bit afraid, but I'm sure that I'm going to deal with it just okay. And if I'm going to speak about the skirt, underneath skirt, so I found in my stash such a fabric. Perfectly, I would have wanted this color of fabric, and I looked on internet to find such color of fabric. I couldn't, and that's why I just gave up. And when I found this one in my stash, and then I put like this one here, like the stitched thing, and I just decided that it's going to be okay. It's not like too bright, this green, at least I hope so. So the next step is going to be putting everything together and having the beautiful doll. And my doll is ready. So it was really easy to stitch. So the stitching, it took me like 2 days, but it was more days to finish up this doll. I don't know why. So it wasn't difficult, but still you have to do small things which require time and attention, you know. And here is my final result. So I will tell you a little bit about the technical things I have put here. The styrofoam cone which I used, it was bought from Hobbycraft. As a shape it was okay, so it was perfect, but as its quality, it was horrible. I didn't like it, and I won't buy any more. So I will stick to the ones I buy from eBay, the same quality I bought for my other dolls. I will buy for future dolls. What else? Do you remember that I said that I will make the underskirt, or this skirt, I will make it darker green, because I couldn't find a lighter green. And when I was taking everything together for my doll to put it together, I just found such fabric which apparently I ordered for this doll. So I had already the doll, and I thought that this color of fabric, it will go well with this upper part, and indeed it goes very well. I like it a lot. I don't regret about choosing this flax color of linen. It's super nice. I like it a lot. I don't think it's too dark as I was afraid, and I think it goes okay with this upper part of the dress or blouse. In the original chart here, in the original chart, it was used cording, you know, to decorate like the skirt, to decorate this part, and I thought it's a nice idea. And I don't have any other dolls decorated with cording. That's why I bought 3 shades of cording. So it was like orange, purple, and green. And I tried to decorate. I bought them in 2 sizes. So this is like 3.5 millimeters, and this one is 2 millimeters. And so this one here, like at the bottom of green skirt, I put the green one, the bigger one, because this one was the best here. I tried the purple one as well, but I didn't like how it looked. And then for this skirt, honestly, I could choose all 3 colors, because all of them were going great, because in the stitching there are the 3 of them, you see, like 3 colors. But I thought that the purple one was the best, because it was going great with the grapes in her plate. And when putting together her bag, I was thinking about, in the beginning I was sure I'm going to do the purple one, but when I was trying, I said why not to use the orange one, because I already have green, I have purple, and the doll has this color, so these are the colors which are stitched in the motif, why not? And I made it, and I liked it very much. In a moment I'll show you how it looks closer. So this is how it looks closer. It has 2 sides. On the side also is linen. And I used here kind of it's craning and some beads. Originally they suggest to have here a tassel, but I didn't want one. And what my doll has inside the bag, this is scissors, because she's a cross stitcher, of course. And this scissor have a scissor fob, and the scissor fob ends in a pumpkin charm. And these are not usual scissor fobs, because this is a needle minder. So everything here is very carefully prepared, something like this. See? I wanted to tell you as well how I called my doll, because in the beginning I said that this doll was, the doll itself is called Carol by Marie Findlay, the woman who is doing her, who did her, sorry. And the original doll, but not this one, according to the chart of this skirt, is called Janice. And I said that if I am not going to like either of these names, I'm going to name the doll my own way. So what name did I give to her? When I was stitching her, the first name which came to me, it was Marie, but you know, like I have Maria Teresa, and I thought that too many Maria are going to be on the doll shelf. That's why the second name which came to me, it was Sophia, Sophie, like the French style, Sophie. So I called the doll Sophie. This is my Sophie. And by the way, I wanted to tell you why this one, the doll from the chart, is called Janice, because every doll has a story, the doll which Julia created. So apparently Janice Spencer is the name of the owner of Traditional Stitches shop from Calgary, Canada. And Julia is a friend with her, and she said that when it's Thanksgiving Day, you are being thankful to your friends as well. And as Janice is my friend, I dedicated this doll to her. So something like this. But for me, this is Sophie. Thank you for watching this video. By the way, if you are curious to find out how to make such a doll, so maybe you want to buy for yourself and put everything together, on my YouTube channel there is a video, like a tutorial of how to do such a doll. You'll find the link to that video in the info box if you are curious. So thanks again for watching my video. I am waiting for you in my new videos, and till then, bye bye.